Namaste and Jai Jai Sri Krishna to all of my universal brothers and sisters and family members. May Lord Krishna bless you in all areas of your life, your health, wealth, finances, social life, relationships, etc. May Lord Krishna grant you these two things: peace and happiness. Om Vasudevam Sutamadevam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Shri Krishnam Bande Jagadguru. Today, in this episode, I will be talking to you about the dharmas of the four yugas: Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga, and how in those ages you can attain God, attain liberation, and freedom from the cycles of these four things: birth, death, old age, and disease. We all want liberation from these four things. Once again: birth, death, old age, and disease. In the dawn of Satyuga, meditation was very easy. It was very easy to meditate because there were no distractions in Satyuga. In Treta Yuga, you had to perform many rigorous kinds of yagnas or agnihotras and many different kinds of rituals. In Dwapar Yuga, there were manifestations of avatars like Ram, Krishna, Bhagwan Ram, Krishna, Matsya avatar, etc., etc., etc. Many forms of God. And worshipping God was very easy and very simple. There were not as many distractions. But unfortunately in Kali Yuga there are many distractions. This is known as the Iron Age. There is a symbol in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the Satyuga, a cow, the cow symbolizing Mother Earth was standing on 4 feet. In Treta Yuga, it stood on 3. In Dwapar, it stood on 2. And in Kali Yuga, it stands on 1 foot. It is a symbol that the path of righteousness and devotion to God is diminishing. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, King Parikshit saw Kali Yuga in the form of a king beating a cow, and 3 of his legs were severed. That is the meaning of Kali Yuga. Righteousness is on 1 leg. But you can overcome that by chanting the name of Krishna, Shiva, Rama, Buddha, Kalki, Vishnu, Shiva Bhagwan. By chanting God's name alone. Just by chanting God's name alone, you can escape birth, death, old age, and disease. It is possible. We all want liberation from these 4 things. One thing you gotta realize is that in Satyuga, as I got my notes, the mind of men was generally pure. They had no distraction of the mind. There were neither cinemas, nor hotels, nor dancing halls, and similar other distraction, and meditation was easy and natural for them. That is the reason why contemplation has been prescribed for the men in Satyuga, by constant meditation of the word Om, or Krishna, or Vishnu. In Treta Yuga, materials for the performance of yagnas or sacrifices were easily available. That is why yagyas, agnihotra, many different kinds of sacrifices were needed for liberation. In Dwapar Yuga, however, the reason why in Dwapar Yuga there was the manifestation of avatars and men could easily have direct worship of God, for example, Rama and Krishna. Hence, worship was prescribed as a principal form of sadhana in the age of Dwapar. In this unfortunate age of Kali Yuga, which is also known as the Bronze Age, there are many distractions for the mind. people lack in brahmacharya strength of willpower, of equanimity, and rational investigation. It is very difficult to procure materials and the performance of sacrifices. Therefore, the loud chanting of Hare Krishna or Shiva have been recommended for the principal form of sadhana and practice. That is the highest form of sadhana and practice. In the Ramayana, it says black and white, very, very clear in the Ramayana. Kal Yug Keval Naam Adhara Sumir Sumir Nar Utarahe Para. Only by name this Kal Yuga is Kal Yuga. By remembering God's name, this Kal Yuga can become Sat Yuga for you. You can turn this very Kal Yuga into Sat Yuga. It also says in the Ramayana, right? Kal Yuga Tarana Upay na koi Ram Bhajan Ramayana Dohi. By reading the Ramayana, by reading the holy books, by constant meditation on God's name, right? You will not allow the forces of this dark age to motivate you or entice you to doing wrong acts. That is why it is very important to chant the name of Krishna, Rama, Shiva, Durga. They are all the same. All the same. Krishna, Ram, Shiva, Durga, Kali, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Jehovah. They're all the same, my brothers. Continually chant God's name. I'd like to thank you once again, many times, many thanks for viewing my YouTube blogs and viewing. May Lord Krishna grant you peace and happiness. Please, feel free to ask questions, comments. My email is in the description box at supremelordkrishna@yahoo.com. Please do not ask me anything that is controversial. For example, the death penalty, abortion, affirmative action, death penalty, same-sex marriage, stem cell research, or anything that has to do with controversial issues. I want to go as far away from politics as possible. Please comment and subscribe. May Lord Krishna grant you these two things: peace and happiness. Om Banshi Shobhitakare Madhurin Nila Jaladis Tunsyam Aruna Dharadari Bhimapal Nena Kamal Viram Purna Indarivind Mukhapita Ambar Subasa Jay Manmohan Madanjabi Krishna Chandra Maharaj. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.